On Monday morning, Hudson County TV met with Hudson County Schools of Technology board member Jose Falto. A couple weeks ago, Falto submitted petitions with a slate of other candidates in Union City to run for commissioner. However, he has since removed those petitions and decided he will be taking his talents elsewhere in the county in hopes of winning an elected seat. We exclusively spoke with Falto one-on-one to see what he has in store next. So Jose, there was a report in the Journal about 2 weeks or so ago stating that, your slate had filed a petitions for commissioner and a majority of them did not go through, and since that point they've been withdrawn. Is that accurate?
That's accurate. We withdrew the petitions because we felt at this time to run a slate with only 3 candidates was not the right thing to do. I disagree with the findings of the city clerk because many of the signatures that were on a petition we had already filed with the county, so they were not in record in Union City. So he was only going by the last list that he had, which was probably from last November. Also, one of the main reasons why 2 people withdrew that were going to be my candidates from the ticket was because one was offered a job by somebody from the local administration in the city, and the other person is an employee of the school board, and I understand that a lot of pressure was put on her to the point where she became concerned about her career.
So now, the rumor is that you'll be running for another office here in Hudson County, the District 6 freeholder. Is that also accurate?
That's very accurate. At this point, we have already filed a petition with 40% more than the required signatures, and it's been accepted, and I have a timestamp by the county clerk's office. We have more signatures than are required, number one, and number two, we did our homework to make sure that there was no errors, so we did everything in accordance to the law. As a matter of fact, I just got my package on Saturday from New Jersey Elect, which I have to sit with my treasurer to make sure we do reports on a timely basis, unlike the present administration in Union City.
So from what I understand, you ran against Tilo Rivas for the same seat roughly a decade ago. So what do you think has changed in those 10 years or so between the two of you, and what do you think you bring to this seat that Mr. Rivas does not?
Well, I bring a commitment to be a full-time freeholder. As you know, I am a retired school administrator, and my day is dedicated to doing things for the community. What has changed? The fact that Mr. Riva has been a sitting commissioner as well as a freeholder for 12 years, and many times when we go out there and knock on doors and talk to the people about our petition, they want to know who Tilo Rivas is. I'm very concerned. Here's a guy sat there for 12 years in both seats, and people don't know who he is in Union City. So where has he been doing? Where has he been? Number one. And number two, I find it difficult that anybody at his age or my age could do 3 jobs and do it all correctly. Here's a man who's a full-time employee by Nabisco, who's a freeholder and a commissioner. I question how many hours does he have in a day to do those 3 jobs and do them properly.
Jose, just anything else you want to add before we part ways?
Well, I'd like to remind the citizens of Union City and folks who are listening to this interview that we're here because we believe that Union City needs a change. It's time for a change. Right now, my basic concern is education, and as you know, I've been in education for over 35 years, as actually working as an educator, as a teacher, as a guidance counselor, as an administrator, and I've also sat on the Hudson County School Technology Board for the last 7 years. Also, I am very concerned about what's happening with the taxes at the county level. Every year, taxes are increased, and Mr. Rivas has always voted for the tax increase, and of course, Mr. Rivas only votes what he's told to do from the powers to be in Union City.
Jose, thanks so much for the update.
It is my pleasure, and I'd just like to remind the voters that June 3rd, there will be some competition, and as anything else in life, sports, and life as a whole, competition is healthy. So please come out and support my candidacy on June the 3rd.
I'm John Hudson County TV.